Ladies and gentlemen, who is Chelsea going to get in that attacking position? A lot of news that's been floating around in regards to this. Bradley Barcola's name has been thrown around. Ryan Cherki's name is getting thrown around, obviously, and both of them have been in action literally moments ago. So we're going to talk about that. Seems like the fan base are not utterly convinced about either of those names, and some are sort of forcing themselves to be convinced. So we'll talk about that. Of course, there's a whole heap of conversation that's gone in regards to Mark Cucurella and Romelu Lukaku as well. So let's go.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. It's my last day here on the holiday. As you can see, the sun is shining. It's quite early in the morning here in Sydney, Australia. And yeah, I'll be back to my natural habitat very soon. You guys will be seeing me back in my sort of work home office that you guys have been seeing me. Look, as we are slowly winding down on the transfer news saga, it's going to get very interesting. We still need at least one creative attacking player. I think Mauricio Pochettino apparently recently in the press conference made it quite obvious that he doesn't want a particular, number 9 who's just fixed in that front place. He wants a particular player that is quite versatile across the front three, has that creative nature about him as well. So 2 names that's been floating around, because everyone else pretty much been taken at the moment. Brennan Johnson, I think, is quite possibly moving to Spurs. So Bradley Barcola and Ryan Cherki's name has been thrown around. And let's have a look at the latest in regards to this particular news. So it's coming from Fabrizio Romano. Chelsea's interest in Bradley Barcola. It's true there is interest in a player like Barcola, also because at the moment the deal with PSG is getting complicated and it's not easy between the 2 clubs. The player wants to go to PSG, but PSG and Lyon have no agreement on the fee and on the structure of the deal. So this is why it's getting difficult for PSG. So look, how do I feel about this particular news? I mean, when a player is so focused on joining another club, yeah, I know it means nothing in world football. I completely get it. Mudryk wanted to go to Arsenal. He was twerking for Arsenal. Ended up at Chelsea Football Club. But I feel like it does matter to a certain degree. You either from the get-go say that, okay, now I'm focused in going to Chelsea, or leave yourself open that, okay, I'm fine to go to Chelsea. I'm fine to go to whoever. But I think in this case, Bradley Barcola is really fixated on going to PSG, but there is complications, obviously with the fee, and I think Lyon wants some players. Now, we could have given them some players previously, but now I don't think we have any players to give, to be honest. Andre Santos gone to Nottingham Forest. I think Callum Hudson-Odoi will be going to Nottingham Forest as well, with Brennan Johnson moving, and we know where Lukaku is already going to Roma, and Mark Cucurella potentially going to Man United. So I don't think we have any more players to give to Lyon. So can we do the deal with them? They're probably going to ask for a lot of money too, because now it's getting late in the piece. So they'd want smart money so that they can go and replace someone like Bradley Barcola. Look, I'm not really convinced, if I'm being absolutely honest. I think he's a good player. But look, I'm no expert on Lyon football, but from the bits and pieces that I've seen, he is raw. He's definitely raw. Ryan Cherki is a particular player that we can definitely take a gamble on. He's a lot more, he seems to have a lot more attacking creativity, skill set as opposed to Bradley Barcola. But not saying that Bradley Barcola is not creative. He can produce a lot of assists from that wing position, whether it's on the left, whether it's on the right. He can produce that. But I think Ryan Cherki is an out-and-out creative outlet. But the issue with Ryan Cherki is as well, he's still a developing player. He's young. He's 19. There's so much to learn. His off-the-ball work rate is something everyone has been highlighting. So check this out. This is what PYS. This is his second account that he has. Barcola and Cherki watch, and this is what he had to say after the match. Barcola is very raw, Cherki too, but I see how Cherki would work in this side way more than Barcola. See, this is the thing. I don't think it's wise for us to get another winger / creative winger, basically, because we're kind of stacked in that position. We've got Mudryk, we've got Madueke, we've got Sterling, and don't forget Nkunku and the likes. They will come back. Like, it's not like they've gone away forever, so they will come back. So in terms of the wing position, we've got ourselves covered. And knowing that we don't have European football, I think we're very much covered. So someone like Barcola coming in, I mean, how much more will that really help us out? I think someone like Shirky will definitely be more conducive to our system that Pochettino likes to play, which is a 4-2-3-1. I know right now we're playing with 5 defenders, but it is still 4-2-3-1, if I'm being absolutely honest, because we're playing with Chilwell as a left back, and we've obviously had Nkunku just behind Nicholas Jackson. We had Chukwuemeka behind Nicholas Jackson, so he is still employing that same structure, that same philosophy, the same principle when Maurizio Pochettino was doing all of that in the preseason. So someone like Ryan Cherky, I think, makes a lot of sense. However, this is some of the people that I've been saying on social media. Hate to agree with commentators who constantly get on Ryan Cherky's back, but they are right in that way that he was guilty of ball watching there. So these are some of the things that we have to be able to accept if we get a player like Ryan Cherky, that there are certain times off the ball he's going to look a bit awful. And this is where Pochettino has to train all of that in. The funny thing is, we had an issue with João Felix having the same sort of problems, that off the ball, the work rate's not there. So getting Ryan Cherky kind of contradicts the whole situation that, hey, why are you getting someone who's probably a little, even probably worse than João Felix when it comes to off the ball work rate? But Ryan Cherky, being young, there's a value for that, 19 years old. Once again, though, how much is Lyon really going to ask us for his services? That's the big issue. Now we're leaving it for so late. Lyon, once again, for both Barcola and Ryan Cherky, are going to ask for a lot of money. How much are we willing to spend? That's the most interesting part. Let me know, ladies and gentlemen, in the comment section. Are you thinking about any other names? I know there's a lot of you guys, a few streams ago, you said, that Sporting Lisbon player, Gonçalves. A few of you guys have even mentioned some of the other Liga players. Some of them, I don't remember the names, but you guys are out there scouting. So there are some other names out there, but it seems like Chelsea are not interested in those particular players. So, yeah, I think it does boils down to Bradley Barcola and Ryan Cherky. So let's see what happens from that regard. Now, next up, ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea will let Cucurella leave if there is a loan fee plus salary coverage. He is Manchester United's first choice. United apparently are linked with Marcos Alonso and Sergio Reguilon as well. I think out of both those two players, Cucurella is probably the better option for them. Alonso in his last legs at the moment. He should be thinking about retiring now, if I'm being absolutely honest. So, yeah, they shouldn't think about getting someone like Alonso. But then again, look, Man United, go and get Alonso, man. I want to laugh at you guys. But yeah, if Man United can give us a smart fee and a salary coverage, both important, someone like Man United should be able to do that for Cucurella. Salary coverage is huge. If we're not utilizing the player at all, then we're just paying the wages for no service, right? So I think that will be great, the salary coverage. And if we can get somewhere around, I don't know, a 10 million loan fee, I think that would be sensational. He's clearly not in the plan. So we need to accept this particular move because one of the biggest factors is Lewa Colwell playing in the left back position in recent times is pretty much giving what Cucurella would give on the ball. So this is a huge thing why someone like Marc Cucurella is looking to move on. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, in the next 24 hours, Romelu Lukaku should officially join Roma. All the latest from Fabrizio Romano. Go check that out. That's in PYS's page as well. Romelu Lukaku to Rome on loan is closed. Chelsea will collect 4.2 million. This is Demartio that's been saying this. I thought it was going to be more than 4.2 million because Matt Law stated more talks today regarding Lukaku's loan move to Roma. Agreement between the clubs now close, with Chelsea expected to take a loan fee of 8 to 9 million. I was getting excited if that's the case. But 4.2, we're getting shortchanged again by another Italian club. Roma also working on Lukaku's wages, which Chelsea will not contribute to. So he will have to take a cut to about 7 million a year. Optimism. So That is half his salary he needs to sacrifice. And he's going to have to do that. If you are looking to force a move here, which he is, and we want you to force the move, by the way, you're going to have to take a pay cut because your 14 million per year pounds, yeah, that ain't going to happen. And I'm so glad the way Chelsea are moving on this. We are definitely not going to pay your wages, but I hope we get a little bit more in terms of the loan fee. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is the latest that's going on at the moment. Some more Ryan Cherky news that's been floating around. Let me know what you felt about everything you spoke about, especially the attacking players. We are now coming very close to the end of the transfer window. We definitely need to add one more player in that attacking space. I would prefer a central attacking midfielder, a true out-and-out creator. And I think that's someone like Ryan Cherky. Bradley Barcola, more of a winger, creative winger, no problems, but very raw. Both of them are raw. Both of them are raw. But I would probably take the chance with Ryan Cherky. I can't really think of anyone else that we're linked with at the moment. Let me know in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen, how you feel about that. How you feel about Cucurella, Romelu Lukaku as well. In the comment section, smash the like button. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. I shall see you guys for a live tomorrow again. Until then, take care. See ya.